I don't trip though. Kiss my ass? I don't need nobody kissing my ass. What the hell are you talking about?
The whole thing happened. The way it was handled.
Everything was wrong. I mean, believe it however you want to. I ain't tripping.
Corey's recent suicide attempt came after his breakup with Kendall Jenner. His health quickly declined, despite initially being stabilized. Unfortunately, complications arose, and his prognosis became more and more grim. Doctors have told the family that Corey's chances of survival are slim, and the strong, confident man that he once was is now fighting for his life in the ICU. As Corey struggles to survive, Kendall, Chris, and the rest of the family are overwhelmed with grief, guilt, and a strong sense of helplessness. For Kendall, the situation is even more painful because she has been struggling with her own emotional turmoil. She had already been dealing with the pain of a miscarriage, and her breakup with Corey added to her emotional weight. When she received the devastating news that Corey was in critical condition, the news hit her hard. She couldn't help but feel an unbearable sense of guilt. Though her family and friends have reassured her that nothing could have been done to stop this, Kendall can't help but question herself. She wonders if she missed any signs, or if there was anything she could have done differently to prevent the tragedy. Even though Kendall and Corey are no longer together, she still visits him in the hospital regularly. Each time she leaves, it's clear how deeply distressed she is. Her pain is visible, and it's obvious that she still cares about him, despite the way their relationship ended. Kendall never wanted things to end this way, and her concern for him is evident. One source close to the situation shared, Kendall still loves Corey, even after everything. She never wanted him to suffer like this. She is heartbroken. Kris Jenner, Kendall's mother, has not been silent about her disapproval of Corey in the past, especially after the events leading up to his suicide attempt. However, seeing Corey in such a fragile state has caused her to soften her stance. Kris is conflicted, and one insider shared, "She's angry about how everything unfolded. But when you see someone in this kind of condition, it's hard not to feel some compassion." Kris is finding it difficult to balance her anger with the reality of the situation. She has been in constant contact with Corey's medical team, trying to get updates, while also trying to support Kendall during this incredibly difficult time. Kris is doing her best to stay strong for Kendall, but it's clear that this is taking a toll on her. She is a pillar of strength for her family, but even she is struggling with her own emotions and regrets. Kris never imagined that things would take such a tragic turn, and now she is forced to face the harsh reality of the situation. The rest of the Kardashian-Jenner family is also deeply affected by Corey's situation, and each person is dealing with it in their own way. Kim Kardashian, known for her practical approach to tough situations, has been trying to keep the family grounded. She is doing her best to provide support and a sense of calm during this crisis. A source shared, Kim is trying to keep the family from spiraling. She reminds them that no one could have predicted this outcome. It's a terrible tragedy, but they need to focus on supporting Kendall and not letting guilt take over. Khloe Kardashian, on the other hand, is taking this situation very hard. She has always had a soft spot for Corey, and seeing him in this condition has devastated her. One source revealed, Khloe is heartbroken over how things have turned out. She is concerned for Corey and wants to make sure the family handles the situation with care. She doesn't want their emotions to tear them apart. Khloe is also focused on making sure the family is there for Kendall during this difficult time. Kylie Jenner has been offering her emotional support to Kendall, helping her through the emotional complexity of the situation. As a family, they are all trying to stay strong, but the weight of the situation is taking a toll on everyone. The strain is clear, and it's obvious that this has been an incredibly hard time for the entire family. As Corey's condition worsens, fans have also shown their support, sending their thoughts and prayers on social media. Many fans have expressed sympathy for both Corey and Kendall, offering comfort and words of encouragement. One fan wrote, "This is so heartbreaking. No one should ever feel that hopeless. Praying for Corey and for Kendall's emotional struggles." Another fan shared, "Kendall has been through so much lately. She doesn't deserve this." The family's pain is palpable, and it's clear that this tragedy has affected them all deeply. They are all trying to navigate their emotions, support each other, and find a way through this dark time. Despite the overwhelming grief and guilt they feel, they are all united in their desire to help Kendall and be there for her as she faces this incredibly challenging period in her life. For Kendall, the burden of guilt is particularly heavy as she continues to worry. For Kendall, the guilt she feels is overwhelming. She constantly questions if there was anything she could have done to help Corey and prevent what has happened. Although her family assures her that it's not her fault, Kendall can't stop herself from wondering if she missed something or if there was more she could have done. Despite these emotional struggles, she is doing her best to stay strong. However, it's clear that the situation is weighing heavily on her, and it is taking a significant toll on her mental and emotional health. In times of crisis like this, the Kardashian-Jenner family has come together to support each other. While everyone is dealing with their own emotions, they are united by their love and concern for Kendall and Corey. This difficult moment has shown the family's vulnerability as they face one of the toughest challenges they've ever experienced. Though the tragedy will likely leave lasting scars, the family is doing everything they can to support one another through it. Through the pain, there remains a glimmer of hope. Corey's loved ones continue to hold on to the belief that he might survive, despite the uncertainty surrounding his condition. They are waiting for any sign of improvement, but even as they hold on to that hope, they are also dealing with the grief and guilt that have come with the tragedy. As they try to process these complex emotions, they are learning to navigate this difficult new reality. In doing so, they are growing closer as a family, determined to help each other through whatever happens next. In the midst of the public support, there have also been critics questioning the Kardashian-Jenner family's role in Corey's situation. Some fans have pointed out the toxic dynamics that are often seen in the public eye, arguing that the constant drama and pressure of fame might have contributed to Corey's mental health struggles. One Twitter user wrote, "This family thrives on drama. It's no surprise Corey couldn't handle it anymore. They need to take a long, hard look at their impact on others." While this comment is harsh, it highlights the bigger issue of how the pressure of fame can affect a person's mental health. The Kardashian-Jenner family has lived much of their lives in the spotlight, and the constant scrutiny has undoubtedly impacted their relationships and mental well-being. In Corey's case, the intense focus on his relationship with Kendall may have added to his emotional struggles. According to an insider, Corey always felt like he was walking a tightrope, trying to balance being with Kendall while also dealing with the attention and pressure that came with being involved in the Kardashian-Jenner world. This pressure was overwhelming for him, and it only added to his emotional distress. Amid all of this pain, sources close to Corey have revealed that he sent Kendall a final message before his health took a further decline. This message, described as a last plea, expressed Corey's deep love for Kendall and his regret over how their relationship ended. In the message, he said he couldn't imagine life without her and begged her to forgive him. He told her that she was the only person who truly understood him. This revelation has left Kendall feeling even more conflicted. She is questioning if there was more she could have done to help him, even though she knows it's not her fault. As Corey continues his fight for survival, Kendall is facing an emotional crossroads. She wants to support him, but she also knows that she needs to take care of herself. Kendall's family has encouraged her to seek therapy and focus on her own mental health, recognizing the immense emotional toll the situation is taking on her. A family friend shared that Kendall is struggling to find a balance between being there for Corey and taking care of her own well-being. It's a difficult situation, and Kendall feels torn between wanting to help him and needing to heal herself. Kris Jenner, the family matriarch, has had her own shift in perspective during this time. Initially, she was vocal about her disapproval of Corey's actions, especially leading up to the suicide attempt. However, seeing Corey in such a fragile state has caused Kris to feel compassion for him. She is now struggling to reconcile her anger and frustration with the reality of what is happening. A source close to the family shared that Kris has been in constant contact with Corey's medical team, seeking updates while also supporting Kendall. It's clear that this situation is taking a toll on Kris as well, and she is trying working together